Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about ad hoc networks introduction. Myself, Dr.
Ad hoc
Arun from
means when
Aramco College of
necessary
Engineering
or
and
needed.
Technology, Chennai. Otherwise, the another definition is also available. Ad hoc refers to something that has been created for a specific purpose or goal, often existing only until the goal has been achieved. The wireless network, the two types are available. One is infrastructure based network, another one is infrastructure less network. So out of this, what is the difference between infrastructure based and infrastructure less? So infrastructure based means the fixed infrastructure available like base station or access point are fixed and centralized. Here you can see the block diagram. The central base station is available. These mobiles are connected to this base station. This is the centralized resource or infrastructure. So this corresponding base station will be connected to the main mobile switching center. Like this access point or base station, in infrastructure less, there is no infrastructure is available like base station or access point here. Each and every device can communicate directly without any central infrastructure to communicate between one device to another device. That's why they are specified no centralized access point is available. So this category is called ad hoc network. Wireless ad hoc networks are multi-hop networks that does not require any fixed infrastructure. The peer nodes take part in transmitting the packets or information. For example, you can take a second picture. Here V7 wants to communicate with V0. In this particular situation, so intermediate nodes are V3 and V6. So V7 can transmit the packet via V6 and V3 to reach V0. This is called multi-hop network. This is the first hop, second hop, third hop. So multiple hop technology we are using to transmit the packet from one node to another node. So here ad hoc networks are self-organizing and self-configuring. Okay, here any changes happen, it will automatically form a topology and interconnect the nodes to transmit the information. So here the self-organizing and self-configuring we will discuss later in the detailed manner. Situation in which the ad hoc networks are useful: need to set up a network very fast. Example, time of emergency, relief operation, no access to network infrastructure. If any cyclone attacked one particular place, the existing infrastructure completely collapsed. In that particular situation, the entire city or entire town will be recovered back by forming a ad hoc network for the communication purpose. No much planning can be offered to set up this particular wireless ad hoc networks. Based on the topology and deployment, two different types will be available. One is homogeneous, another one is heterogeneous. So you can see the two different diagrams available. The first one representing homogeneous, the second one representing heterogeneous. So in this homogeneous, what is the meaning of homogeneous? Means nodes having similar capabilities. So here you can see this network, all are only laptop. So in that situation, each and every node having equal capability or similar capability to communicate between one node to another node. In heterogeneous, nodes with different capabilities. Nodes with different capabilities. Here you can see smartphone is available, laptop is available, iPad is available. All are communicating with each other, but each and every device, the computational capability will be different. So this type of network is called homogeneous network. So both are ad hoc network only. Generally in ad hoc networks are types of distributed wireless networks. Ad hoc network operated in time division duplexing mode. It is not possible to receive and transmit at same time instant. For example, in the second diagram representing time division duplexing, these two devices will communicate each other by using single communication channel. So if the first node transmitting the information to this particular node means, so this will transmit, this node will receive. Similar manner, if the second node wants to transmit the information to first node, so this particular node will transmit and this particular node will receive the information. It will not happen simultaneously. That's why it is called as time division duplexing. But in your frequency division duplexing, for transmission and reception, paths are separate and they can communicate simultaneously. The neighbor node communication with one another using single hop wireless technology like Bluetooth, Zigbee, IEEE 802.11 ad hoc mode. So node with which are distance from each other communication using a sequence of intermediate nodes, that is called your multi-hop communication. The first picture representing single hop communication, the second picture representing multi-hop communication. So Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and Zigbee and all single hop communication. So one node can communicate directly to another node. Okay. So but here the intermediate nodes are not available. Okay. So the center node can communicate with any node directly within a single hop. But in multi-hop network, you can see here in between the intermediate nodes are used to communicate the packet between one node to another node. For example, V7 to V0 we are using as intermediate nodes V6 and V3. If you want to transmit V7 to V6 means this is a single hop communication. Whenever the number of nodes increases, we can transmit the information with multi-hop communication only. Enabling technologies in ad hoc network. The first picture representing Zigbee network. The second one is Bluetooth. The third one is ad hoc network. So these three networks we are representing as single hop network. So the next, here the comparison between these three single hop networks. First one, Zigbee for home automation. The data rate is up to 250 kbps. A range of communication 10 meters to 100 meters. Configuration master slave mode. We can connect almost 250 devices within Zigbee, one Zigbee board. So for a long battery, other features is the Zigbee communication having long battery. The next one is Bluetooth. It is also called as personal area network. So wireless alternative of RS-232 cable. RS-232 cable generally used to transfer the data from one device to another device. Bluetooth is also used to communicate bulk of information from one device to another device. Here you can see the data rate is 1 Mbps, but in Zigbee maximum 250 kbps, and range also increased up to 100 meters. We are able to communicate at a time simultaneously 8 devices. So here authentication encryption is available, that is called your features. The mobile ad hoc IEEE 802.11 single hop ad hoc network. The maximum data rate is 54 kbps. Range also increased from 100 meters to 200 meters. It is peer-to-peer communication, one device to another device, inexpensive. So thank you for watching this video. We will meet again with another one video. Thank you.